Good morning and welcome to the day before the show, Masters Olympia 2025, tomorrow. It is 4 a.m. I've had about 4 hours sleep, not too bad. To be honest with you, all I'm going to be doing today is eating, sleeping, resting, a bit of posing. So I'm not too concerned that I've not had much sleep. It is something that most people suffer with on prep. So we're going to start the morning with our drink. So again, keeping ourselves nice and hydrated for now. Illegal nutrition, hydro, half a scoop of that. Just makes the water taste better as well. Okay, we are going to be taking 5 grams of creatine. That'll be taken 4 times today. Some people will drop creatine. For me, it's also going to be 10 grams of glutamine. That is definitely going to help in my stomach. 5 grams of creatine. Okay. So the vitamins to help my stomach. Creatine aid fullness. Remember, we want fullness within the muscle bellies. So keeping certain electrolytes high. Potassium, magnesium. We just want to drop that sodium to a degree. But even that we need some of, otherwise you just be completely flat. Glutathione, another important health vitamin. I like to keep all these in. Vitamin C, again just to aid flushing out of the water. We're going to have 6 grams of that today. So 2 grams in this first meal. And then we're going to have, I'm not going to have many greens today because it will sort of make digestion harder, especially with such high carbs going in. So a scoop of greens probably twice through the day. And first thing we're going to have is the Expel Natural Diuretic. We're going to have that with meal 1, 3 and 5 I believe. 4 capsules. And we'll have the Peak Max with meals 2, 4 and 6, I believe. Okay, so that's what we start with. We drink, the water tablets, and then we'll come on to the breakfast shortly. Okay, so meal number 1. We've decided we're going to add a few fats in today. There's not many more carbs that I can eat, having had 900 yesterday. So we're going to add some fats in there to help the carbs stick a little bit. We have gained some weight today. I'm 102 kilos. Possibly a little bit less sleep is why I'm a little bit heavier. I won't have flushed as much out. I've not had as long between eating as we were doing yesterday. But that's the kind of weight I'm feeling happy with. Obviously I've got to make weight for 103 kilos. So I will be cautious to not drink too much and eat too much as we approach the weigh-in, which is going to be in about 12 hours. So, piece of salmon. We're going to have a whole egg with that, and then we're going to have 200 grams of rice. We're going to have some chopped fresh pineapple. That's a really good aid for digestion, especially with the high carbs going in. Always fresh, making sure you're getting the best possible source of nutrients. So about 100 grams of pineapple, 100 grams of salmon, whole egg. Not massively needing a lot of protein today. 200 grams of cooked rice and a Rice Krispie bar because that's easy to digest. So that will give me around about 80 grams of carbs, 90 grams of carbs with the pineapple, 25 grams of fat, 20, might have 2 whole eggs actually. So yeah, 22 grams, 12 grams in the 2 eggs. And then say another 12 in the 100 grams of salmon, so 24 grams of fat, 90 grams of carbs, and it'll be about 32 grams of protein, something like that. So we'll see how that sits. We're going to add the sodium as normal. We've just been through my hydration drink, and that's it. That'll be meal 1. We'll probably alternate between rice, cream of rice. We'll see how the meals start to sit. If we start to get bloated, we'll have to pull them down. If they start going in nicely and the weight goes up, we'll have to adapt as we go on. But I'm confident of filling up and drying out. So see you on the next video, where I'll do another check-in and see where my progress is visually. So meal 2 of the day, we're on to some cream of rice. I'm running out of cream of rice, so I've put 20 grams of oats into that as well. So it's 90 grams of cream of rice, 20 grams of oats, and we're going to have some jam to that. We'll have a corn bar and almond nut butter, which is here. So add some fats to it. Then we'll just have a scoop of the Legal Nutrition Whey, and off we go, and a serving of Peak Max. So I've just put on 300 grams of rice, 300 grams of chicken, and then I've just had 100 grams of each. That's uncooked, so it's about 300 grams of rice, 80 grams of carbs, 25-30 grams of protein. That's all I'm going to be having now. We're getting close to the weigh-in. We are 11 a.m. now, almost. 5:30 p.m. is the registration, so we'll probably have one more meal. We'll limit it to another half a litre of water. I'm 102.5 kilos at the minute, definitely fuller and drying out nicely though, as you can see. So all we need to do is stay under the weight now. I wasn't sure how close I was going to be. I have been heavier, but with the illness and stuff, I don't know how much my body was going to recover, but it does seem to have recovered now. And I do feel like I'm going to actually be a weight that's going to hold a good size of fullness, and I'll probably be slightly over the weight tomorrow and dry and full, which is exactly what we want to do. So it's approaching 1 p.m. I've actually changed my tan time. I was going to have it done after the weigh-in, but with my wife Emma and Holly arriving around about 6 p.m. by the time I land, I'll be at registration. I didn't want to be sat there at registration and then the athlete meeting and then going for my tan and not seeing them probably till they go to bed. So my tan's at 3 o'clock, so I'm going to be leaving here in the next 30-45 minutes. It's actually an hour away. In the traffic, I just had a look on Uber. Just had another 100 grams of rice. I keep forgetting to actually video me eating it, but I don't suppose anyone really cares about me eating it. 100 grams of rice, 100 grams of cooked chicken, salt, a little bit of pineapple to help with digestion. Digestion is good today. Weight, I just weighed myself 102.8. The limit is 103. I did have shorts on and a t-shirt, so there's probably a couple of 100 grams to come off there, but I'm going to just jump in a hot bath for 20 minutes. I'll double check my weight before I leave. I've just had a serving of Peak Max, my second one. I've had 2 servings of the Expel already, and I've had my first half of Diazide. Actually, it's a Diazide combo, mod diuretic. So that will pull me in a little bit more as well. So I'll be fine on the weight. I'm pretty certain I haven't shrunk. I think they did say now that the heights have been registered with the IFBB, so we might even not have to do the height, which will save me just stretching and any even minor stress. So it'll be 103 kilos. We'll take a look then how we're looking. I was very happy with how we're looking before. I do feel like I can handle a bit more food, but I can still be a bit drier. So we might put a bit extra food in before we go to bed, and then a more diuretic before bed. And then assess the look in the morning. So we will go from there. I am going to try and keep the food minimised tomorrow because I've got a little bite on my leg. That's annoying. Hopefully it won't flare up any water retention. I won't get any more. But yeah, don't take antihistamines. That's a little tip for you. If you take an antihistamine, you will not flush the water out. I've had this before. So when I was in Puerto Rico, I had some bites, took some antihistamines, could not get rid of the water. For the Italy show, the Rome show, really struggled to make weight there. It was 107 kilos, and I needed to be 101 at the time. At the morning of the weigh-in, so that was a bit of a nightmare. Doesn't seem to be having too much effect now, but I have noticed I think I've just got another one on my fucking stomach. So I'm going to get in a bath now. I'm going to spray myself with some repellent. I'll get some cream if I need to. So if you do get any bites, if you're competing abroad or you just maybe get them when you're at home, use cream on the bites. Do not take antihistamines. That's a little tip for you because I've made that mistake. So I'll get our videos at the weigh-in. We'll see how we go. We'll do a video check-in. We'll speak to Martin and we'll decide what food we're putting in tonight and what diuretics we're putting in tonight. So that's the first layer of tan done. It's gone on quite nice.
Oh, picture, okay.
Here we are at the registration in the weigh-in. After a nightmare trying to find the tan and trying to find this building in such a big city. Finally here. We're all weighed in and measured. Third time measured the right height. Well, this is pretty cool. Masters Olympia. We've got our own little name tags. Everywhere's got this classic physique. We've got 212 in front of us, I think. Men's physique and open bodybuilding. And all the women's classes behind us. There's Carly, just seen Louis. Familiar faces, some new ones. Very professional. Bloody difficult to find anything, but when you find it, it's cool. There we go, look at that. Not yet, mate. 明日から行こうぜ! Masters Olympia!
Okay.